Anderson man was killed when the small plane he was in crashed in Oregon last night.
Sam Cannell and his friend, pilot Frank Vessels, took off from the Redding Airport, and they were heading to Montana when the plane went down. The cause of the crash is still being investigated. Cannell was a racehorse breeder, and he was also a board member of the Redding Rodeo Association. The Rodeo Association is planning on having a remembrance ceremony for him. Cannell was 73 years old.
As our temperatures continue to rise this week, the Chico Police Animal Control is putting out a strong message about not leaving dogs in cars. Summer days are far too hot to leave a dog in the car, so today we took the temperatures in and outside of several parked cars. Outside it was about 95 degrees, but inside one car it got up to 142. If an animal is left in that kind of heat, they will overheat, pass out, and sometimes die.
We just want people to realize it's best to take them home first, then come shopping. And even if the dog loves to ride with you, be cognizant of the weather.
If you plan to leave your dog in the back of a pickup, be sure to cover up the bed liner with something so it doesn't get too hot to stand on. People will be cited and required to cover the vet bill if someone reports a dog left in a car.
A state appellate court has denied Governor Schwarzenegger's request to proceed with another round of furloughs, meaning thousands of state workers will not be furloughed. Schwarzenegger recently ordered workers to be furloughed 3 days a month as a way to conserve cash while the state tackles its $19 billion deficit. A previous round of furloughs ended in June. An Alameda County Superior Court judge has issued a temporary restraining order preventing the governor from implementing the furloughs. The appellate court declined to lift that order. Schwarzenegger spokesman says the administration will appeal to the California Supreme Court.
The state budget is 6 weeks overdue, and many state departments are tired of waiting. But as Action News reporter Brian Callahan shows us, if a decision doesn't come soon, some North State road work could come to a complete stop.
If state lawmakers can't get past their current roadblock on the state budget, it could be a bumpy ride for North State drivers.
The budget impasse is going to potentially result in withholding about $3 billion worth of transportation funds from being able to be dispersed for construction projects.
Caltrans is already delaying more than $900 million in new contracts, including 14 projects in the North State. But dozens of North State projects currently under construction could also be in danger.
Those projects will proceed, at least for the foreseeable future, but if a budget impasse is not addressed within the next month or so, I'm going to say mid-September, then there is a potential that we'll have to put those projects into suspension.
One of the projects that could be suspended is the addition of extra passing lanes on Interstate 5 near Anderson. City officials say stopping the project would not only hurt their bottom line, it could also put drivers in danger.
When you don't see anybody there working for day after day after day and week after week after week, you start getting pretty frustrated, and we're concerned that motorists will start behaving in ways they shouldn't, start driving unsafely, and just start getting frustrated with the lack of work and the inconvenience on the highway.
Many of the projects are funded through federal stimulus money, but officials say all of the transportation funds go into the same account, which is draining fast.
The funds are used from that transportation account for a variety of things, including the transportation projects. That fund is significantly lower than it has been in the past years. That's why the potential for impact of these current construction projects is so high.
In Shasta County, Brian Callahan, Action News.
North State Assemblyman Dan Logue tells Action News he's disappointed that a state budget hasn't passed and that his staff is looking for ways to get alternative funding for some of those projects.
Well, it's back and better than ever. 9 months after a fire nearly destroyed Mr. Pickles in downtown Chico, the deli reopened today. Action News reporter Megan McDonald was there as the first sandwich was served up.
All right, we made our first sale.
It definitely is back from the ashes.
The new and improved Mr. Pickles in downtown Chico is officially back open for business.
It looks way better than it was before, actually, to be honest.
It's been a long 9 months for owner Tassa Marcelli after a fire tore through her business and neighboring Tres Hombres back in December.
We've worked very hard, and we've had a lot of help over the last 9 months, and we've finally come to opening our doors.
And things look a bit different inside.
So we've redesigned. We've got wonderful new sandwiches and wraps. We've got a great staff, some of which have returned.
One thing that did make it through the fire and the renovation is the building's original brick wall.
And that brick withheld the fire and the temperature, so it's the original.
And with Chico State's fall semester starting in less than 2 weeks, it's perfect timing for the big reopening.
Next Wednesday, we start getting really busy with parents and students moving in. We're just hoping to have a whole month of a grand opening.
In Chico, Megan McDonald for Action News.
Mr. Pickles is located at 215 West 1st Street in downtown Chico. It's open 7 days a week. As for Tres Hombres, construction is still ongoing. The owners of that restaurant hope to have it reopened within the next couple of months.
Forget a helicopter tour. Those are so old. Now you can take in the sights from a Zeppelin. The Farmers airship Eureka floated above Reading this afternoon. At 246 feet, the Eureka is the largest airship in the world. The massive Zeppelin will be giving 45-minute scenic tours of the area tomorrow and Saturday.
It's just great to kind of take that old tradition of barnstorming with something which really is from that golden age of travel from the 20s and 30s when silvery Zeppelins did indeed rule the skies.
The flights start at 9 tomorrow and take off from the Reading Airport. The cost of a tour is $375 a person. For more information and how to book a tour, you can go to our website and click on news links.
If I had $375,
Right.
I think it would be worth it.
I was really excited up until I read that.
All right, up next, a very heartwarming airport meeting between strangers. Only one of them saved the other's life.
And we'll tell you how you can potentially save someone's life by participating in the annual Summer Classic Blood Drive tomorrow.
And we'll take you down to the Thursday night market. Weather is wonderful. Things are getting going down here. We'll have a look at the forecast, which looks hot next week as well, coming up next.